Psalm 5. Give ear to my words, Yahweh. Consider my meditation. Listen to the voice of my cry, my King and my God. For I pray to you, Yahweh, in the morning you will hear my voice. In the morning I will lay my requests before you, and I will watch expectantly. For you are not a God who has pleasure in wickedness. Evil can't live with you. The arrogant will not stand in your sight. You hate all workers of iniquity. You will destroy those who speak lies. Yahweh abhors the bloodthirsty and deceitful man. But as for me, in the abundance of your loving kindness, I will come into your house. I will bow toward your holy temple in reverence of you. Lead me, Yahweh, in your righteousness because of my enemies. Make your way straight before my face, for there is no faithfulness in their mouth. Their heart is destruction. Their throat is an open tomb. They flatter with their tongue. Hold them guilty, God. Let them all fall by their own counsels. Thrust them out in the multitude of their transgressions, for they have rebelled against you. But let all who take refuge in you rejoice. Let them always shout for joy because you defend them. Let them also who love your name be joyful in you, for you will bless the righteous. Yahweh, you will surround them with favor as with a shield. Psalm 5. This psalm, reading it, feels different to me, and not different in a bad way. 90% of the time, usually I've been reading these and have kind of a um more positive, lighthearted take to them. The verse that stands out to me in this reading, and I take that standing out as the Spirit yelling at me to talk about it, was verse 10a. This is what really caught my eye. Hold them guilty, God. Let them fall by their own counsels. I don't quite know why, but I feel also that it is very pertinent in the world we're in right now, especially in the political sense, where um, we see a lot of contradicting information out there, whether it be the Epstein files, the Charlie Kirk assassination, um, vaccines, the whole Tylenol and autism debacle. Like, there is a lot of misinformation and counter information and contradicting information that is surfaced. And the problem that we are facing as humans, or at least maybe in my perspective, is, we're in this space of information overload. And we're in this panic of not wanting to fact check, almost not wanting to do your own research at the same time. And it's been something that has weighed heavy on me in the past, and it's still something I struggle with to this day, but I'm better at it. And it's been a whirlwind, I think, right now. Um, and I look back too at the same time, and that, the political stuff was just kind of the current take things right now. I look back over the last few years of my life and recognize that I have had a lot of people who have um, spoke ill of me, put me in false pretenses, and not told the full story. They told their story, but not the story. And it's been frustrating, obviously. It's been overwhelming. But that verse is very similar to a prayer that I pray when I get caught and stuck in those situations. And it's a simple one. It's, Lord, let your truth be heard. And it's a way for me to release that frustration and recognize that in due time, this truth will show. And, whether it be in minutes, weeks, months, years, it will show. And praying that and stating that has allowed me to let it go and just kind of continue forward. And that's where this comes into effect. Now, I know this is a little off kilter from it. Hold them all guilty. Obviously, I'm not going to say, those who speak ill against me are wrong. I'm sure there's some merit for it somewhere. But what I found connection with is the second half. Let them fall by their own counsels. Let those people fall by their own swords almost. Let them, build their case, but if it falls apart, let them fall. I mean, and it sucks to watch at the same time. I mean, does it give me a little bit of an I told you so complex? Absolutely. I'm going to be 100% real, but it's still reality and it's still something to really take into perspective. And the TLDR from this, because I really don't know if this has had a point to kind of walk away with, is um, no matter what kind of trials, no matter what kind of hardships, arguments you may be facing, um, stand true to you and stand true in God. Your story. Nobody else truly does. You know your experiences, you know your feelings, you know your boundaries, you know you. God knows you too. God created you after all. But it's a way to also say that whatever others have to say is them. It's not you. At the end of the day, your responsibility is to make sure the relationship between you and God is right. Everything else will fall apart or fall into place. But as long as you maintain that relationship with you and God, you can forget the rest. That's it. I'll be back next week for Psalm 6. Until then, stay blessed.